you?
Oh, good.
Go ahead. Diane will actually be seated or standing right there. And she she has her spot there. Thanks.
There we go.
I wanted to make sure that that they got that before they did the random drawing. So.
Perfect.
And they got it sealed, yeah. An official dial.
And I'm John Q. Public. I'm drawing.
Good.
How are you?
Hi.
Good. My name's Erin Mayer. Hi. Good to meet you.
Very Lutz.
Ray, good to meet you.
Pleasure is mine.
Hi. You're a handshaker? Erin. Justin? Is that your name?
Shay.
Oh,
Sasha?
Okay.
Sasha, sorry.
All right, sorry, I couldn't speak for him. And Diane will be right back. She went to get the tally sheets. She will be running the random draw.
So I was going to sit next to me since she's our member of the public.
Sure.
So you piece together the precinct number, a sequence number, which corresponds to a
Mine said I'll
consolidated
soon be sitting on top of the
each
world.
piece together digits I did. Oh, yeah.
And that's why you're
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's in our procedures, and it's been here since before my time, so I don't know who came up.
Don't ruin my good thing.
Okay, so we are going to select randomly 15 sequence numbers that correspond to 15 of our consolidated voting precincts. And then we're going to select 9 decks or batches of mail ballots. We have 802 boxes or batches of mail ballots, and we're going to randomly select 9 of those to count. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to draw these sequence numbers. We're going to draw a ones digit, and then a tens digit, and then a hundreds digit, and then if the number exists to draw a thousands digit, we'll do that. And so I actually need to take all but 0 and 1 out of this container. So we'll draw them that one if we need to. Okay, so keep them on full drive, don't look away, as we draw our first ones digit. Okay, if you want to show everybody
It's a
the
5.
number, our first ones digit is a 5.
Put it back in.
Put it back in. Okay. There's tens.
Another 5.
Another 5.
Oops.
Okay, thank you.
And a 0.
And on to 0. So, since we have 1,432, it's possible that we can stop here at sequence 55, but you could also draw the 1, which would give us 1055 as our sequence number.
Okay.
So just go ahead and draw those.
0.
0. Okay, thank you. So that's going to leave us at sequence 55. We can just all of that up. Okay, so that is consolidated precinct 111000. And the community, I just have city of San Diego on here. And then we'll look up the ballot type, and we're going to count all the contests on there. Okay, so let's draw our next one.
8.
8. Okay.
And this is a 9.
9. Underline the bottom.
Yes. A 0.
A 0. Okay, so we're in the same position as before. You could draw a 0 or a 1.
Zero.
A 0 again? Okay, so sequence 98. Is consolidated precinct 120140. And that is also City of San Diego, La Jolla. Okay. Next digit.
is 5.
5.
Ooh, good, good, 5.
Good back into that.
Yeah.
And times
And that is a 7.
7.
A new one.
Yeah.
Times 2.
And a 7.
A 7, okay. And we're gonna stop there, because if you drew 1, 7, 7, 5, we don't have a
Correct.
sequence that goes that high, so sequence.
But actually, from a random number standpoint, you should try it anyway.
Right, but we're
And if
following
it
the same
throws out.
policies we did last time.
Okay.
775 is 416,800. Okay. What's it?
I'm finding it's not a 5. An 8.
8? Okay.
7.
7?
Oh, it's popular.
5.
5. 578, and again, we don't have more than 578 per sequence, so we'll just look up 578. Okay, so that's precinct 390600. And that is City of San Diego, Twining Avenue?
What was the last one?
What did you just say?
Twining Avenue, City of San Diego.
The last one was
775 was the sequence, and 416800 was the consolidated precinct. Okay.
We've got 4.
4.
And 3.
Thanks. And our hundreds are good.
Another 3.
And 3. Okay, so we can draw a 1 or a 0 on this one.
0.
0. Okay, thank you. So that is sequence 3.4. Did you give that for me now? Thank you.
3, 3, 4 is San Diego, 927 Sunset Coast Boulevard. And the precinct number 334 is 23660.
Okay.
23660.
Thank you. Wednesday.
5 again. Come on, keep going on 5s. One. One.
1. Okay, so draw 1 or a 0.
And we got 1.
Oh, yeah.
Finally.
So that's 1115.
Yeah.
That's 1115.
Getting up in those thousands, it's hard to get up there.
5 is precinct 479000, which is in El Cajon.
Okay. All right. That's it.
9.
9.
One.
1.
0.
Okay, so it's sequence 319.
And 319 is precinct 223500. It's a double precinct. 224510.
Oh, well, we're only gonna draw the
Just do the
corresponding
first
sequence.
one? Okay. 223500
Perfect.
only.
Yeah.
Thanks. And Pacific Beach.
And we've got a 9.
Okay.
9 for our next one stitcher.
A 9.
9.
Five.
5. Okay, so we're gonna stop there since we don't have a 1599, so it's just 599.
599 is 403650 Oceanside.
Thank you.
It's a 4.
4. Our next stitcher.
A 1.
Our next stitcher.
A 1.
1. Okay, then we just draw for a 1 or a 0 again.
And we've got a 1. Yeah.
All right, so that was 1114, 1114.
Moving up there.
1114 is here. Precinct 478000, El Cajon.
All right, one stitcher.
A 9.
9. 10 stitcher.
It's a 2.
2.
Zero.
0. Okay, so we're gonna draw for a 1 or a 0.
And a 1 again.
1. Okay, so that's sequence 1029.
1029 is precinct 461800, Poway. All right, it's
1 stitcher.
And we have a 9.
9.
And a 7. 3.
3. Okay, and that's a 1 or a 0 for the thousands place.
A 0.
0. So that's 379.
And 379 is 264100. And that's in San Diego, 92104.
All right, 1 stitcher.
And a 6.
6. 2. Okay, so we're gonna draw 2 for a 1 or a 0.
I was waiting for him to shake up. A 1.
A 1. Okay, so that's 1256, sequence 1256.
1256 is precinct 528940, Chula Vista.
All right. Let's do it.
A 9.
Thank you. 9. And this is it.
A 9.
9.
A 2.
2. Okay, so let's jump to the 1 or the 0 here.
1.
1. Okay, so that's 1299, sequence 1299.
Sequence 1299 is precinct number 532500, Bonita.
All right, next one, Stitcher.
1.
1.
A 5.
5.
An 8.
8. Okay, we're going to stop right there. So that's sequence 851, since we don't have an 1851.
Sequence 851 is precinct 432110 in San Marcos.
Thank you. All right. Last precinct.
0.
0. 10, Stitcher.
8.
8. 100, Stitcher.
1.
1. Draw a 1 or a 0 for the thousands place.
That's a 1.
It's a 1. Okay, so that's sequence 1180, 1180.
Sequence 1180 is precinct number 500110, and that is in Spring Valley.
Okay. All right, Mr. Wayne.
Yes.
If you want to print your name and then sign and date, that these are the sequences and corresponding consolidations that you drew. Okay, I know you thought the fun was over, but now we have to draw mail ballots.
Okay.
So, of all the mail ballots we've received, we box them as they get sorted and they come in. So we have 802 batches or decks of all of our mail ballots. And we need to draw 9 of those. We rounded 8.02, which is we're going to draw 9. So we're not going to have a 9 in the hundreds. Okay, so we'll do this the same way. We'll start with the 1 digit.
And it is a 4.
It is a 4. Okay. Next digit.
2.
2. Thank you. Okay, for our hundreds digit, since it's not possible to draw 8 from the 4, I'm going to pull the 8 out. Okay, so the highest we can draw is 724. Yeah, I pulled it out.
And it is a 4.
4. Okay, so that's batch 424. Last digit again.
It is an 8.
8, okay. again, we can't draw 898, so I'm not going to put the 8 back in.
And it is a 2.
2. Okay, so that's batch 298. Last digit.
1.
So 1. Thank you. And 0.
Five.
I'm going to keep the 8 out since we're going to 51. And draw the previous digit.
4.
So 4. 451. And the 1's digit.
3.
3. 10's digit.
1.
1. Again, I'm leaving the 8 out.
It is 2.
2, so that's batch 213. 1's digit.
7.
7. 10's digit.
5.
5. And our current digits.
0.
0. Okay, so that's batch 57. 1's digit.
It is a 9.
9. 10's digit.
2.
Is it 2? And our hundredths digit
1.
is a 1. So that's 129. And the 1's digit. 3.
3.
10's digit.
4.
4.
2.
2. So that's batch 244. 1's digit.
4.
4. 10's digit.
2.
Is a 2.
2.
Is a 2. So that's 224. Switch all the tools over here. 1's digit. This is our last one.
Okay. It is a 6.
6. 10's digit.
9.
It's a 9. And our last one.
And it is 5.
5. Okay, so that's batch 596. Check to make sure we didn't draw any duplicates. Okay, again, if I can have you print your name, sign your name and date.
That last part was just for drawing the mail-in ballot billets,
Batches.
Batches.
Or decks, we call them.
decks. And how many decks are there total?
802. So 1% would be 8.02, so we just rounded up to 9.
How many in each batch?
Between 400 and 500 usually.
So do you know how many have been counted so far? That was a question earlier.
If you want to put all your questions into, direct them into the office, Michael will answer those as appropriate.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, all right, I mailed them in on So you're not gonna be able to answer the question now?
All questions have to be forwarded to Michael.
All right.
The website will have an answer by 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock tomorrow.
No, they're not, they don't ever answer that question. How many of the batches have already been counted as of this point in time?
So the purpose of this today is just to make sure that you're able to observe the actual drawing of the numbers. So all your questions just need to be funneled through Michael.
Right.
Great, thanks.
And I want to thank you for being our member of the public. Also for participating, you get an election pin.
Oh, boy.
So you have to have worked as an election worker in this election to get a pin. So feel very special. Those are not easy to come by.
Oh, I almost took one.
Next time, John, you can be our member of the public if you're here. On mail draw. So if you go out to the polls on election day, you will see poll workers walking. Lots of days. They're very proud of being poll workers for one time, so thank you for doing that.
Cool.
They don't go for much on eBay, but
Yeah.
you've got sentimental value.
So no value.
We're all good?
Thank you, Diane. Thank you all for observing.
Just typically, when they gather the total number in the past, how many separate ballots have been included in the total count for the 1%? 1% of the,
All of the precincts, every one of the precincts is
each one of the selected precincts will be totally manually counted.
correct.
And then, if you were to total that as a raw number, typically, what is the sum of all of those?
I have that somewhere, I just have to look it up. I mean, it turns.
It would depend how many voters are.
It's supposed to be approximately what the election is.
1% of the election, and
Approximately.
it's just around numbers. And
Depending on turnout, I know in
Percentage.
June,
Turnout and
we
number
had
of
some
voters
polls
in
that only had maybe 30 or 40 voters show up in that precinct, and we had some that had
Oh,
over
sure.
100. And then as I said with the mail ballot.
we're talking about several thousand
Oh, yeah.
being read
Yes,
and counted.
absolutely.
So this is a fairly large sample size for a.
So 1%.
It's not enough to
So
catch.
1%.
For our purposes, and I can explain what we're doing, we would need a bit more. This would only be about 25% chance of catching fraud election fraud.
So what is your number?
Our number, we'd rather see it more like 5% at least.
I see. To get a finer statistical point on it.
Right, because there's a chance that you could modify the election, you'd have to spread that amongst a lot of precincts. You couldn't modify one precinct to 100% lopsided, right? And actually, we can probably talk after the election officials. For a few minutes, can we should we step outside?
Actually, yeah, we can all go ahead and step out, and you're welcome to stand down in the lobby area.
I'm just curious, this covers all of the possible votes, even like the provisionals, right? There's no votes that are left out of this random sample?
That is correct. This is 100% of the votes cast within these precincts.
Oh, wait a second.
That's not what I meant. That's
Excuse me.
within the entire election system, including the provisionals and things like that, and absentee ballots. Does this include a 1% count of those?
We'd have to ask Charlie, I don't know how
Yeah.
fast they process it.
I think the answer to that is no, and they made a big deal about that this morning. That this is only a snapshot of the election to check the election equipment rather than checking
What
the
was scanned
election.
on election night?
To check on the
It's to
computers,
check
to make sure the computers
So,
and manual count jive.
so what we have here though is the snapshot of the election with all of the precincts that we got in advance of the draw.
Well, that's a comprehensive number.
It
And
doesn't include everything.
not everything, but it's much larger than this sample.
It is. So
And that's not even a sample, that's a subset of the
It
entire.
is, but it's not a yeah, it's exactly, it's a snapshot of the election before they finish it.
Right.
And the point is that they can't, these are a surprise to everybody inside the office here, what they pick. They're not random perfectly, but they're a surprise.
It's a fairly
says
random
random.
process.
Not perfect though, because they don't go on to the 1,000 digits.
But
Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna get these numbers down to check.
Thanks for doing that.
watching it is,
Push the red button.
it's understandable how